welcome from SAP Sapphire. My name is Andy Wiesner, Senior Solution Architect here at Protera. And so I'm joined today with Rob Crawford from Menasha. And so, Rob, it's great to sit down with you here at the show and just take a break from the busy schedule. And, Menasha, we've had just a great project success and want to talk about that a little bit today.
Great.
But I guess before we dive into that, maybe for those that don't know Menasha, just tell us a little bit about your role at Menasha and about Menasha Corporation.
Thanks, Andy. It's great to be here with Protera. And yes, Rob Crawford, Senior Director of Digital Innovations at Menasha Corporation. Menasha Corporation is a privately held, family-owned company, headquartered in Wisconsin, 177 years old. And two operating companies within Menasha, Menasha Packaging and Orbis. Both are essentially our supply chain companies. Menasha Packaging helps customers move, protect, and promote their products. And Orbis is returnable packaging, very heavy in the automotive industry, industrial manufacturing, things like that. So returnable packaging solutions and closed loop packaging.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that. And so tell us a little bit about the background. You know, as you guys were looking at your SAP environment, I think you guys had a lot of your systems running on premises today. And, you know, what were the challenges leading up to your SAP strategy and ultimately embarking on the project?
Sure. So first of all, the engagement we had with Protera was with our SAP S4 system for Menasha Packaging, and we had been on S4 as an early adopter with SAP since 2017. We went live with our first manufacturing facility in 2017, and we were with a different provider, and they were hosting our solution in their hosting facilities. And the background of this project was essentially the engagement with that partner was coming to a close, and we were mature enough that we were looking to take things on by ourselves and looking at what options we had. Initially, we were looking at potentially hosting the solutions ourselves, and then what we had potential for that. We do have our own data center at our headquarters in Neenah, Wisconsin, and everybody's moving to the cloud. That's really not an optimal solution any longer, is to host your own system. So we were looking at what our options were. As part of that, we were engaged with Protera on looking at that, and then also at the same time looking at SAP Rise for our S4 system. And ultimately, we chose to move on to Rise with SAP, and Protera being our managed service provider.
Absolutely. And so, like you said, you did end up going to Rise with SAP and also hosting on AWS. Maybe talk a little bit, what were the key factors that influenced that decision to choose SAP and AWS as your preferred platform?
The AWS was a strategic partner for Menasha. We are working on several other items with AWS and essentially really extending our reach from our local networks and our hosted systems into AWS and continuing on with that partnership and just allowing us to be nimble, agile, and cost-effective in the future. Absolutely.
And as we get into the project, I know we moved your S4 environment into Rise with SAP. And, can you tell us just a little bit about the project? Any challenges that you guys encountered along the way, and how did the go-live go?
Yeah, there's always challenges with any project, but we felt that we were very prepared for it. We've been through this before. We have very good resources on our team. Basis resources that knew what we needed to do, and Protera had brought the very good resources, so it was really a good mesh of our resources and Protera's, along with SAP and AWS as well. So we had themed this project as our Everest for the year, our Everest climb, and Protera had really brought very good basis resources and helped us push when we needed to. If that did come up several times, and but it was really the preparation that we went through, the multiple cycles, and it was I believe that we started first sandbox in February-March timeframe, and we went live in November. So certainly there were some challenges throughout that, but it was really more the duration for those of us behind the scenes. The go live went as well as it could, And from our executive leadership standpoint, the words "best project ever"
Oh, wow.
were mentioned, and so I was happy to hear that in on behalf of the team. And but it was really a very successful go live with very few issues, even into the Monday go live and early in that week. So.
No, that's fantastic,
Mhm.
and it is a great success, and it's always something that we're so happy to see our customers that they're able to go live and minimal issues afterwards, and you're able to keep moving the business forward, which is just so critical.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so, you know, what did things look like after you went live? Any performance benefits, any business benefits that you realized from this transformation?
Business benefits, obviously, we went and this was a strategy play for us, and essentially reducing costs
Hmm.
and moving forward with that. But it did allow us to transfer successfully from one partner to another, and take further control of our environment or our systems. But it really sets us up for the things that are coming from SAP, and having a strong foundational platform for that. Um,
No,
yeah.
that's a great way to put it. And so often it is making that move into the cloud is that thing, that impetus that can really enable you to take on those next projects and really modernize your infrastructure. So, picking up on that point, what is Menasha looking at next? What are some of the projects that are on your roadmap, and how are you looking to tackle those?
Yeah, like everybody, all SAP customers are searching for, what is next. We had upgraded to 2023
Hmm.
prior to the move to Rise, so we're feel fairly stable from a release standpoint. So we're looking at some of the other things. We definitely want to get started with our BTP
Yep.
journey, and we're working to enable those things along with AI, activating Joule, the skills that are available, agents that are available based on our release. So getting started with that. We're also on a data analytics journey, building a
Hmm.
data lake on AWS. And those are uh, two big things for this year. And then certainly looking at the functionality that does come with S4, and potentially looking at an upgrade for 2025 or after.
Excellent. No, I think those are going to be some great next steps that you're looking at. And you're so right that data and AI are definitely those themes that are there. But,
Mhm.
actually, just before you were talking about, even some of the AI use cases, and just how AI can help with things like, EDI, document management, and things like that. Did you want to talk maybe a little bit about what you'd be looking at there?
Yeah, we're starting to our S4 implementation. It was a journey, and
Hmm.
it was foundational to get all of our sites on S4. And we're starting to look back or go back around to maybe phase two of what, now that we have everybody on S4 and have a foundational platform for the future, is reviewing some of those processes, and how can we, in a continuous improvement environment, that's big within Menasha, is improving every day, and going back and looking at some of those things. You mentioned document management. I feel that that's a huge opportunity, not only for Menasha, but many companies.
Yep.
But taking unstructured data and converting it into structured data, things like customer purchase orders, certificates of analysis, vendor invoices, all those
Hmm.
different things, is traditionally those were OCR type capabilities,
Right.
and even with SAP's document management AI service, is converting those things into feeds into the system to create the business transaction. So that's definitely a key thing that we're looking at, and just eventually preparing for, is there AI situations where it's looking at data that we don't even think of.
Right.
Are there cases where traditionally we're blind to, and getting to a point where AI is analyzing that data, hence our data lake, to give us some of those insights into our data. We have significant amount of data
Hmm.
in very large customers, and we feel that there's a big opportunity there.
Excellent. Well, that's so great, and I just appreciate you taking your time from your busy schedule just to sit down and talk a little bit about the project. And I'm looking forward to just seeing Menasha as you guys move forward on your journey. So,
Great.
thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it's been a great partnership. We've enjoyed working with Protera, and as I said, Andy, great resources that Protera brought to us. It was a good match for our teams, and once we got past, forming
Hmm.
forming stage, things things went very well. So we're pleased at the outcome and the partnership we've developed.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate that. I'll just ask you one last question as you go back to Sapphire. I know we've got the final couple of keynotes for the days. Anything that you're taking away from the show?
There's just a lot.
There is.
It's a bit. It's a bit to take in, but that's great. I see a lot of potential with SAP, and just it's a great time to be in. I guess just in business. I mean, we talked about yesterday the change of business. So looking forward to what that actually means, and digging into it and separating the hype from what's actually reality and getting started on those things.
No, that's great. I love it very much, and I'll let you get back to the show.
Perfect.
But,
Great.
Thank you so much, Rob Crawford, Andy Wiesner from SAP Sapphire.